Okay.
I love that our chat is labeled by call date and time.
It makes it helpful. Yeah.
Very smart.
So I know Wendy, or not Wendy, Jamie, you wanted to recognize some people, you said? Maybe?
I caught half of that.
Huh?
I only caught half
of what you said.
Oh, sorry. You said you wanted to recognize some people.
Yeah. Kim.
She's on.
Scrunching your face up. Does Kim have a scrunchy
She's
face?
frozen.
Yeah. Kim's frozen. So, I don't know if anybody saw my post from earlier today, but echoing and it makes me nuts. Anyways, we had Kim on a team chat last night. She was in danger of losing her diamond ring, and she could have just given up on it.
And she did not. And we as a team came together and brainstormed and masterminded and finagled and got into cahoots on ways to help her find that other coach that she needed to maintain her rank. And it was 11:55, I guess. Yeah, 11:55 last night. Like, there were 5 of us together on the chat, all moms, all with things to do today, all sat together, and it was really the most amazing experience ever. And Kim did not give up, and she got really brave and just asked somebody that she thought would help her out, and lo and behold, they signed up as a coach, and Kim is still diamond today. Yay! And then I don't think Ashley's on because I only see a few faces, but Ashley Dietrich, who is Kim's coach, also had another coach go diamond today, who's in the same leg as Kim, so she's not 2-star qualifying, but Heather Hall of Hall Family Fitness, Chad and Heather, if you guys have watched their journey at all, it's amazing. But Heather went diamond today as well. So 3 cheers for them.
That's awesome. Anybody else have recognition really quick? And if not, then we'll move right into the subject. Mona has to be off the call by 2:30, and it's her link, so that means we all leave at 2:30, which is fine. It's fine. So in the leadership chat, we talked that we think it would be really helpful if we all kind of mastermind on how we're going to use Summit to our advantage to help show people what coaching is all about while we're there. Because as you know, if you've been there before, it gets a little crazy, and you kind of have to plan it out before you go, like what you're going to do. So I just jotted a couple notes like 10 minutes ago about what I wanted to do. But I was wondering if what I'm thinking I might do is start like a live sneak peek thing that I've done before and have it start on Thursday and end on Sunday, and kind of just show what I'm doing and talk about coaching while I'm there. So that's my first idea. My second one is just a reminder that every day you want to show up. My very first summit, I didn't. I was so busy I didn't realize that I wouldn't have time to actually invite and respond to people, and I totally missed out on a lot of opportunities because Beachbody coaches are out there. There's a lot of people who follow 1 or 2 people. So I just had a girl yesterday message me, and she's like, I have a lot of friends who are Beachbody coaches, but I see that you're the one who puts the most hours in, and I'd like to sign up as a coach. Can I be on your team? And I was like, yes. And I responded right away. And by her saying she had a lot of friends, I was like, man, she could have gone to anybody. So if you don't show up every day, they will. They'll go to whoever is showing up every day. So that's just a reminder. Show up while you're at Summit. Have a success partner to hold you accountable. You know, whoever you're rooming with or whatever. Maybe set a time before everything starts to get your vital behaviors in. And then make sure while you're there that you're sharing with your personal team what's going on as well. The people who are not able to attend, they desperately want to know what's going on. So try to share the excitement with them in your team page. So those are the 3 little pointers that I wrote down. Does anybody else have any other ideas?
I have something along with that to share with your team. Last year, some of my teamies that couldn't make it, they were able to watch those parts that were live. And so they really felt like they were, included in it. But I talked to them, the ones that aren't able to make it this year, specifically about them not being there, and they should take advantage of that because the rest of us, all the top coaches, we're going to be so slammed. We're not going to, I'm going to try my darndest, like you just said, Jill, to really stay up on things and be more involved than I have in past summits. But, you're not able to work 5 hours a day while you're there. And so they could really make a big presence while the rest of us are gone. So I told them, run your clean eating groups then, run your free groups, really suck people in. And like you said, because they're the ones that are showing up, maybe their friends that are also following the top coaches, we'll go with them. Oh, you got a creeper behind you. Your cat. But that's what we talked about on our personal team call.
Yeah, I agree. That's a really, really good point to make. Because there's 40,000, I think, this year? Is that the number? I don't know. Is it?
How many going, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know why that number is in my head, but for some reason I thought I heard that number. And if that's the case, there's going to be a lot of coaches there and not a lot left at home. So, yeah, you can make a big impact while we're all gone. Take advantage for sure. Any other ideas or things that people are going to do while they're at Summit?
I think documenting a live journey, like you said, I have like live from Summit. And I think that the Thursday sneak peek through is a great idea, but I also think there's something really cool about being along for the ride, that you're not there. I know a lot of people are motivated by the fun in the community. And I think it'd be really cool, and I don't know how many people would want to do this or if it would get too nuts, but to do like a live from Summit and then post as you're going to a party or as you're seeing Billy Idol, or as you're driving. Well, people get pissed off about that. We probably don't want to do driving. I'm driving in the car, talking live. People love that. They like to talk about it when you do it. But go live and be like, here's where we are. We're getting ready right now. We're getting ready for our recognition night, and maybe come live from your hotel room or your condo or whatever. So that's just that's pretty fun. And I don't know if you make it an event or if you that's what I think I would do. And then I don't know if you want to do that as a big group. I think that'd be kind of neat to see what everybody's doing and the fun of it all. Because people are attracted to that.
What if we had something like, I was initially thinking of just doing this like with my roommate, so like the 4 of us and then working together. But what if we had a big something to where we're all doing this, because we're all going to be, at some of the same stuff at the same time, but a lot of the different stuff, or different perspectives. That could be really, roping those people that are looking for that party mentality. And
let's take it. Let's go with the theme. Why not? We can do, I think what Jill's talking about is honing in on coaching for sure. But what if we all popped on just like a 2-minute video or 30 seconds or something fun, or even just us being silly. And then they see these people that we're connected with that we see posting. When we tag each other on that summit photo, we're like, well, here we really are live at this diamond party. Or whatever, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. And people see that it's real at that point. Not just a picture, we're tagged in, And I know that I'm attracted to that, and I'm attracted to that fun. And that's why I coach that's why I started, one of the reasons. So
for the parties.
Yeah, well, just the fun of it. I'm at home a lot with the kids.
So you're lonely. Is that what you're trying to say, Mona?
Not everybody is a busy mom. We're all different. But
Right. And, from my perspective, when I first joined, we had just had a kid, and all of my friends were still out partying, it felt like, and I was trying to get on the health wagon, and I needed friends that were in the same boat as me. You know, some people are changing their lives and they don't have a lot of support, and to see that, oh, I have all of these people here to support me, it's huge. That was a huge thing for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I have friends who like to work out. Yay. So I think showing that aspect of it, and because a lot of times they're like, well, I don't live by you. Well, even if you don't live by us, we still look at our friendship that we have created online. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
I know, like Jill, you're one of my good friends.
I know.
You're,
and when I see you in person, I feel like I always see you in person. It's like, oh, hey, Wendy, what's up?
Yeah, like it's normal.
Hey, Mona, you know, like it's weird.
Yeah.
Even Natalie, she's in the U.S. from England now, and we got together to go shopping, and it was just like, oh, hey, let's go. You know, like so crazy. Even my husband's like, have I met you before? I'm like, no, you haven't. She lives in a different country. But he's seen us talking so much, he feels like he knows her.
You know what, something else too. Sometimes I feel like we're kind of warriors against this whole like pyramid scheme. And it's almost like then when we can show like, hey, okay, it's not just me trying to con you in. Like these are all the other people that did say yes and are changing their lives. And I kind of like that, you know, it's like that pack mentality, like, you know, no, I'm not just some crazy lady that made this pyramid scheme, MLM, to suck you in or whatever. It's working for me and it's working for all of them. So I do like to show that because there's a huge like prejudice against.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. And I don't understand where it comes from. But like the second they're like, oh, is this Beachbody? And then, you know, so I'd like to try to turn their mindset about it and show the fun part of it. Because we certainly never did this in my dental offices. You know,
and I think it shows also the short-term we talk about sacrificing and time with our families, and we talk about with our coaches about how this is not a short-term thing, it's a long-term thing, and I think showing the fun and showing what we're doing at Summit, even the workouts and all of that, I think it shows our coaches and our team how that sacrifice we made. You know, we also sacrificed in a way to come to Summit, and how it's paying off, and how that helps our momentum, and sharing that with our team. So I think all in all, a live event would be really cool. We can just all pop in, and it doesn't have to be structured. It can just be a live fun event. I don't know. Okay, I think Jessica is raising her hand and wants to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I was listening to like 10X Rule or a book by that same guy. And he was saying that we're not competing against other health and fitness companies. We're competing against anything anyone wants to buy. So when someone gives us a price objection, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to go with this company or that company. So by showing a live event that shows the fun of it, it shows the whole thing, that it's not just like sweaty workouts and whatever, that there's another piece to it that maybe they'll be like, oh, instead of buying that 50th handbag for my closet or whatever, that they'll choose this instead, because we are trying to show them the value of this over not just other health and fitness, but anything that they might be choosing. So I thought that was interesting when he said that. I was like, yeah, I'm not really competing against. I mean, we have the best product, and I know that, so I don't go into it with a competitive mindset. But when someone gives me an objection, then I think, well, it's not that sometimes it's just that they like to buy shoes instead of health, you know, so.
Darn those shoe people.
I know.
Just think how many more shoes you could buy.
I know, right?
let's just show Leslie's closet, like Leslie's
Look at the boots I bought. Look at these. Anyway, we probably need to brainstorm or find some things that we want to do then. And anybody, Jamie, and I'm sure Teresa have ideas too.
Come on, Jamie and Teresa, we know you're there. You may be dark on the screen, but
we're unmuting. Sometimes it takes a minute. Yeah, I mean, right now, my whole thing has been I wanted.
We can't hear you.
Uh-oh. You're too far away.
Okay, sorry, we're trying to share because we were echoing. My whole thing was last year I didn't go to Summit and I regretted it. But I didn't believe in myself and I thought I was too new and I thought it was too expensive and I can't leave my kids. I mean, every excuse there was, I used it. And even this year, I'm a little scared. Like, it's a good thing I've got my tribe with me, but I am going to fly by myself. I'm going to leave my children with my husband, who has never had to do it with 3 children on his own, for 4 days. And then I'm going to come home for 1 day, and then I'm going to leave for 4 more days for a teacher conference in Chicago. So to find my family still alive by August 5th, I mean, that'll be it. So anyways, that's how I've been posting about. I said last year when I had to watch it live, I will be there and I will be Diamond. And I did it. And it's like, I finally realized, like, I can be proud of myself for this. And I need to show people. Seriously, I'm a teacher. I have 3 little kids. If I can do this, you can do this. I paid for my flight with Beachbody money. I paid for my hotel with Beachbody. I covered this. So that's what I've been using. And, you know, I think it's gotten, you know, really positive response. So I definitely want to be posting and showing up while at Summit, because I think a lot of people are going, okay, she said she was going to do this. Let's see it. And so Jamie and I were talking that maybe we would do like a team power hour while we're there. And maybe it wouldn't be an hour. Who knows? I've never gone, so I don't know. But we still definitely want to show up while we're there.
And now you have me. So I think too, something to mention is that while I was at Summit, I posted in the team page about those live events, and I think seeing that excitement live is huge for them. The coaches that can't make it, your potential coaches, seeing how big it really is and how much support and how many other people have said yes to it is really, really big. Another thing that I did, obviously live wasn't an option last year, but I actually made phone calls and talked to members of my team when, I don't know, we would have trainings and I would be like, oh my God, my mind is blown, I must share it with them. I would call them so that excitement came through, which I can do obviously now on a live call, but that one-on-one, like, I'm thinking of you, literally, I wish you were here, I think is huge. I ran a team call poolside last year because I was like, well, I'm not going to skip it. I was an hour off because I missed the time change, but we did our team call still because it is part of who we are, and it is another one of those working around things, but like, it was super relaxed and chill and whatever and social, but it was powerful at the same time. And this year, yes, actually, this year, all of those people that hopped on that team call last year are coming to Summit. Like, it blows my mind a teeny tiny bit when I think about that. So for sure, like, as a group, we're going to be sharing a computer on a team call in our hotel room, and absolutely we're going to do a team power hour. Why would we not? Every day, no matter what, and that includes Summit. I mean, there's no reason to not do that. And we're all together, so why not feed off the energy of each other and feed off ideas and options and, I don't know, race to who can get 20 messages out the fastest or whatever, right? But you have a really unique opportunity, and there's no reason you can't pull your team that's not there into that energy as well.
I love that. Oh, sorry. I love that idea. What is it? Darth Vader's out. Well, my first Summit, so 2 years ago, there was a guy that was walking around with his phone doing YouTube videos, and I was in a live workout with Sean T, and he just tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, I am so pumped. I just need to tell my team all about other people. So what's your name? Where are you from? What's your occupation? And I was like, I'm Jill. I'm from Grand Rapids. I'm a dental hygienist. And he was like, that's so cool. And how long have you been a coach? And he did like a 3-minute interview with me, and I felt so special. But I think that's really cool. I'm sure, seeing other people like, oh, you're a hygienist too. Or like Teresa just said, she's a teacher. Like there's so many teachers who would be like, oh, you're a teacher and you do this? Oh, I didn't think I could do it. But since you do it, maybe I can. So even sharing those stories about people that you meet along the way, I think it's helpful. I met one of my best friends at Summit last year in one of the bars. We were dancing on the floor together, and now she's my success partner this year. Her name's Heidi. A totally different team. She's awesome. I love her. But you meet really cool people. So sharing about those people is going to help you too. That just came to me. So
that's a great idea. I think I'm going to do that. Just go around and, just show them that there's people just from everywhere, from every walk, of life, and just, it's a great idea. It wasn't Caleb that interviewed you, was it?
No, I've been kind of searching YouTube ever since then, and I've never seen him, but he was a younger, very good-looking Black man, and I was like, I would recognize his voice, I think, because he was very energetic. I'm sure he's still a coach. He has to be with that energy. But even like when you're waiting in line for the core, you're just waiting there for like half an hour to an hour. So talk to people around you, and once you get to know them, be like, hey, can I share about you on my team page, or on my live Facebook? And I'm sure they'll say yes. And if not, then find somebody else.
Yeah, because we all do like Zoom calls and stuff. Mm-hmm. We're all used to speaking on video.
Exactly.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. So it's scary though to do that. So that's stepping outside of your comfort zone, which is also a good thing to do.
Really, let's make it worth it. The summit, like let's really, it's like when I first started, I just kind of like went and just kind of experienced it. But now I'm like, how can I pump this to the max? Because it's like, you're there, your kids aren't there with you, your husband's not there with you. It's like you don't have to do the dishes, anything else. And I'm thinking like, I do have a lot of time when I'm there. I'm going to pump this to the max, like every minute. I want to utilize this.
It's going to be 4 days of working really, really, really hard.
Yeah, rather than skipping out. Yeah, I will be sleeping in, Mona. Well, sleeping in till like 8. But actually another coach, she was talking to me and she was nervous because she didn't go to Summit last year. This is someone on another team because she didn't want to leave her children. But I said, you know what it is for me? It's going to Summit and being without my kids for 3 days compared to working a 9 to 5 every single week. What's the hours of that? And so it's just a no-brainer to take this seriously, work it. Just be gone for 3 days, which is kind of like a mini mom vacation or something, compared to 9 to 5 every single day, 5 days a week. I'm going to do a post about that, by the way.
That's a great point. I might steal that and do a post about it too.
Yeah, the second I said it, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to do a post about that because about being nervous to leave the kids and yet knowing that
That's great. I love it.
Well, and I'll tell you what, my husband is gearing up for this. And he even asked me how he's going to survive it. And I said, I'm going to tell you something, buddy. You are going to appreciate me a whole lot more by the time I get back. And I'm looking forward to that.
That is nice when they have to do all the chores. And those chores better be done when I come back too. I think we're almost to our half an hour. Does anyone else have anything else to say?
I was thinking of doing Snapchat too. I don't know if anybody does that, or if you guys have already talked about it, but I'm probably going to be doing that. I'm going to probably start talking about it like this weekend or on Monday on my like page and try to get some people, maybe even now, and try to get some people, following me so that I can just do little snippets. You know what I mean? Because they're so quick. They're only 10 seconds, but it's going to give you like just a taste. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to be doing that too.
I think that's a good idea. I've never used Snapchat. Is it something that, like, if I started right now, would I be able to get a following, you think?
Yeah.
Really worth it now.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It depends. Your warm market, you're going to get right away because it's just going to, you can, find anybody who's on your Facebook or in your phone contacts. But if you start posting it, I'm on Snapchat and follow me here,
on your like page. I don't know what your like page is like, but and maybe include it. I know you have a newsletter. You could start putting in like a little thing at the bottom of the newsletter or whatever, and things like that. I would imagine if you'd start doing it now, you'd get a few.
Yeah.
But
You can save them off and post them too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I've kind of saved Snapchat as like my one social media where I don't have to like post about coach stuff. So I've been kind of like saving that as my own little personal thing. But now I'm just gonna, at least for Summit, do
Yeah.
that.
Cool.
is everybody cool with doing that live event and just not being structured about it, just putting posts up as we feel and a tip if we feel? I mean, I think everybody on this call or who will see this call knows coaching, and they can give a tip or something they see, or, I wouldn't be nervous of that, for any of us, just trust everybody in here explicitly. So, you know what I'm saying? Just make it public event and add everybody here, and then you can always add people, and the public, they're going to see it as we post. They're going to see it.
Right.
Can you go live at a Facebook event?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you can if you're the admin. I don't know if we were all admins, but I don't know if you can.
Well, we'll make everybody admins. I mean, I've not.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know if you can, if like my challengers have never tried to do it, so I don't know if
I did
or
it.
not.
Not successful, but we're going to do it again. Live event on an event with our Zoom event. So it was live, like you see the trainers do it on our corporate calls. They'll do a live event and have their phone and they'll have their computer. But anyway, we had total technical issues, but it was really cool. But we could both go live in the event. So I think we can all go live. We'll check it out. I'll make a banner and make it. Or we could use the one that you made, Jill, and just change the banner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be cool to actually use that as like our, like, hey, where are you guys at, or what are you doing right now kind of platform, to just like really draw them in, like, oh, they're searching for each other right now and they're meeting up and they're such and such, and they're going line dancing, or
it'll just be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be lots of stuff, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You can watch what they want, and they'll see it, and something may attract them. And live video, just make sure we're not like at the hey, we're all
right.
Woo! Mona, get off the bar. We're watching this.
This is live. Get your shirt back on, girl.
We'll all be taking our shirts off at the live workout, I'm sure.
That's a good excuse. Yeah, so hot. Okay. Woo! All right. Well, I think this rocks, and I know we're trying to be serious business builders, and I know that we're trying so hard to reach our goals before we leave for Summit too, right? I mean, we're all trying to achieve the Success Club, get our coaches going, so that isn't something we're struggling with during the week that we're there. So I know we all have some goals for our team this week before we even leave. So, and your teams. So I don't know. I'm sure. At least I do. So. Anything else? Jill, you take it. You're kind of the leader of this call. I'm going to mute myself.
I think we're all set. I know you have to go. It's 2:30, but if you have any more ideas, obviously continue in the chat, and I'll change the date, times, and whatever of that event page, and whoever wants to join can, and if some people don't want to, and that's okay as well. So it's
I get a smile from everyone. I'm going to do a screenshot. Thank you, ladies.
I want it.
Can you send that to us, Wendy, in the upline only, or who doesn't know? Send it to both. We're all there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you rock. I'll get this posted up, and I think this is going to be really fun.
Good, me too. Thank you, guys. See ya.
Ladies.
Bye, guys.